respectively, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their Osweiler's Texans. With that, we're up to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. They come up in an offset eye.
Gone! No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Over!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Over! Leopard! Now let's go! Green!
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go now. Blue, landing.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. One thing we know for sure, the Seattle defense is going to get after you. It doesn't matter who the opponent is.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 50 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Houston Texans defense, tough news for them. On the 27th, they announced J.J. Watt done for the rest of the year.
They lost their leader in every category, including emotionally. But now Jadeveon Clowney, and they moved him to defensive end to start this season to make him more comfortable rushing the passer and back in his, in his wheelhouse. Now he really gets to step up and assume that star spotlight once again, and they're going to need him to play like that, play like the #1 pick he once was.
He hits Jermaine Kearse. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
19.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest... And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Fresh set of downs here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner. Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Miller, the lone setback. Here's Osweiler going up top. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll begin this drive with C.J. Spiller. Stiff-armed him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Fourth down, here's Wilson, finding time, and it is incomplete. Glancing back at week 4 for a second, couple of huge quarterback performances from Matt Ryan and Ben Roethlisberger.
And the number 5 just keeps coming up, doesn't it? Because Ben Roethlisberger threw for 5 touchdowns against Kansas City, And Matt Ryan, 503 yards against Carolina.
19th time ever in NFL history a quarterback has thrown for over 500.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Miller, the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green,
And the back
39.
goes into motion.
Green, 39.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And he whips that one incomplete there. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Starfield. Hey, it's our house.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Miller, the lone setback. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Over. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit, Warner. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 59 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Miller, the lone setback. Here's Osweiler to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Play action. It's Osweiler. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. On first down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 79 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. On first and 10, it's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end. And he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
Now it's Lockett. And the Seahawks.